Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. This class is Light Up the Temple, and it's the heart temple, and we're gonna light it up with back bends. So in many different traditions, the heart is the conductor place of everything else, and especially between the earth and the sky energies. And so we're gonna move through the heart space tonight through our practice with our breath and in the form of back bends. And we're moving towards a form that's called Kapotasana. So it's think of a big pigeon, like the beautiful open chest of a pigeon, and we'll see different forms of that. And we'll look at various ways of coming there. As we move in this direction, I'd like to begin by chanting the Gayatri mantra. So we can all chant this together. Take a nice seat. I'll chant it one time through, so you can hear the rhythm and melody that I chant it with. And then we'll all chant together. And the Gayatri is the splendor, the radiance of the sun of the heart, the radiance of the intellect. It is a prayer to the sun energy, the solar energy within our own hearts, that we may be activated in this body temple, in this heart temple, like the great warming presence of the sun itself. And that this energy activated within us, as us, helps to guide us on our way in the way that is of benefit for all beings. Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yonat Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yonat Prachodayat. We'll do one more, and if this is newer for you, you can just chant a word here or there, or even hum along. Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio Yonat Prachodayat. Place your left hand over the heart, and with your right hand, lightly touch the earth. Feel your connection between the earth and your own heart. And keep your left hand over your heart, and gently reach your right arm up to the sky. And feel the connection between the heart of the sky and your own heart. And bring your right hand over your left. Once more. And the heart is in the chakra system of the 7, it is the chakra that is balanced between the 3 below it and the 3 above it. So earth and sky and earth. And gently releasing. Okay, let's come up to standing, please. Separate your feet wider than your hips. Bend your knees a little bit. And bring your hands, palms open, fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, draw the hands from the earth up to the heart. Turn the palms up, and exhale, palms to sky. Then from the sky, inhale and draw the hands back down to the heart. And once at the heart, exhale, back down into the earth. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, draw the breath of the earth up through the heart. Turn the palms up. Exhale to the sky. From the sky, inhale down into the heart. Pause at the heart. And exhale down into the earth. Once more, inhale, heart of the earth into yours. Turn your palms up and up to the sky. And from the sky back to the heart. Pause at the heart and exhale to the earth. And pause with hands to Anjali Mudra. Keep your knees a little bent. Release your arms by the sides. Exhale down the right side. Inhale through the center and up through the left. Exhale down the left. Inhale up through the right. Exhale down the right. Inhale left, let the arms sweep up and over. And exhale down the left, through the center. Inhale up the right. Twice more. Exhale down the right, like a wave, a prayer wheel of love from the center of you to all beings. And let's do actually one more to each side, because it feels good to send prayers out. And back up. And step to the front of your mat, Anjali Mudra. Releasing your hands, inhale, reach wide and up. Exhale, fold and touch the earth, sky to earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Move through a little flow. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring your foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, place your hands. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, Ashtangasana, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, sweep forward into cobra. Exhale, lower your heart to the earth. Inhale, lift up to all fours. Exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, slide the hands back, fingertips behind you, elbows bent. Sweep your heart to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heart towards the earth. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the foot between your hands, lower your back knee. Inhale, breathe up. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Inhale, forward into cobra. Exhale, lower your heart to the earth. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, hips back to heels. Slide your hands back. Inhale, sweep open through the heart space. Exhale, touch the earth, downward facing dog. Once more each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Lower your knee. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bring the sky to the earth. Step back, down dog as you inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Ashtangasana, shoulders up. Inhale, sweep the heart forward. Exhale, lower the heart to the earth. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, hips back. Slide your hands back. Sweep the heart open like a prayer from you to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step between your hands. Lower your back knee. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin, shoulders up. Inhale, sweep forward, cobra. Exhale, lower your heart. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, shift your hips back. Inhale, sweep open through the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long, deep, rhythmic Ujjayi breath. Lower your knees down and sit back onto your heels with your toes curled under. Rest your palms down on your thighs. This is super beneficial for the bottoms of your feet. Just a few moments here. Then inhale, reach the arms wide and up. Join your hands. Exhale, hands straight down through the center. Slide your hands back behind you. And inhale, curl open through the heart. Come up to center Anjali. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Touch your hands, this time Om, down through the center. Om. Lower your hands behind you. Open your heart. And now Hrim, H-R-I-M. Hrim. And back to Anjali. And we'll do one more with Om and Hrim. Inhale, reach the arms wide and up. From the sky down. Om. Now from the earth up. Hrim. And one more. Hands to heart. Inhale, rise up to the sky. Bring it down. Om. Reach back to the earth. Bring it up. Hrim. To the heart and downward facing dog. So that your whole body is a vessel, a conduit, a conductor of Om and of Om and Hrim, the bija of the earth, the bija of vast, infinite sky. And stretch long through your whole body. Press your finger pads down, the underside of the knuckles down. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Squeeze it to the middle. Next inhale, sweep forward into one-legged plank. So keep the leg straight. Exhale, lower down, keep the leg lifted. Chaturanga. Inhale, sweep forward into cobra or up dog. Try to keep the foot a little bit lifted. Exhale, lower the heart down, and then inhale, lift up, right leg back up behind you, and one-legged down dog. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Squeeze it into the middle. Stretch long through your spine. Inhale, come forward into plank. Keep the leg lifted. Exhale, lower your heart to the earth, leg lifted to sky. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back down to the earth. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, lower down. Once more each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the midline. Inhale, sweep forward, one-legged plank. Exhale, lower down, keep the leg lifted. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower your heart to the earth. Inhale, lift it all the way up and back. Imagine that a bright sun beam is holding your ankle to lift you, and exhale, lower it down. And last one, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, squeeze to the middle. Inhale, sweep forward through plank. Exhale, lower your heart to the earth, shoulders up. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower back down. And here comes this sun angel. Inhale, lift up and back. They're lifting you up through your heel. Exhale, lower the foot to the earth. At the end of your exhalation, bend your knees and step or float all the way forward to your hands. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold and bow in. Root down, inhale, and come all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Step your left foot back. Lower your knee just above, go ahead and lower it down for the moment. This will be the last time. And then stretch your arms up. Okay, now pull in towards the center. You're gonna push down through the front leg and inhale all the way up, bringing the leg up in front of you. Then exhale back down into a low lunge, push down, inhale up. Okay, so here we go from the bottom up. Inhale up. Exhale, step it back, lower, just hover. And then inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and exhale, building your midline power and any other power that you want to build. This is superhero power. A few more. Inhale up, exhale, step it back and hover. And last one, inhale up, exhale, step it back. And now bring your left hand down, turn your right foot open, pull the feet towards each other, bend your left knee, and reach back for a twisting thigh stretch. It'll feel good in that back leg. You can lower down to your left forearm if you like. Keep your knee, your right knee in the same direction as your toes. That's it, Pam. Lift up through your throat, press your foot back against your hand, take your right hip back more and lift through your low belly and deepen your breath. Exhale, release. Place your hands and jump switch to the second side. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Good, take a nice big breath here. Push down, inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach up, lower the knee. Inhale, up. And exhale, step it back. Inhale up. How many of these did we do, you think? Tell the truth. Inhale up, exhale back. How about 3 more? Inhale up, exhale, step it back. 2 more. And for bonus points, just give a little bit of a smile on this very last one and release. Now stretch through the belly, through the whole body, but pull the back knee and the front heel towards each other, hands to the heart. Bring your right hand down, left hand over your heart, pull in and breathe into the heart space. Lower to your right forearm if you want to go lower to the earth and turn your left foot out, knee in line with your toes. Then bend your right knee and reach back with the left hand to the foot. There you go, you got it. Okay, now lift up through your throat. Breathe into the back of your belly. Draw your outer hip back and turn open from underneath. You got it. And lift your chin a little bit. That's it. One more breath here. Exhale, release, and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank position. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Come onto your right forearm in front of you, and then roll over to your side. So you'll be in this Ananta position. Okay, now bring your left hand out in front of you, high on the fingertips, so you have a little bit of support, and squeeze the legs towards each other, open the throat. Bend your left knee, reach back, and hold the top of the foot. Press the foot back into your hand, open your throat. Take a big breath through the base of your heart. Where earth and sky, breathe into the center of you. And release, and through the belly, and over to the other side. So you prop yourself up onto your left forearm. Take your right hand out in front of you, high on your fingertips, elbow bent, draw in, and very poised and regal through your spine. Bend your right knee, reach back, and hold the foot with your hand. Press the foot back into your hand, soften through your gaze. Curl the tip of your tongue right to the top of your mouth and breathe more deeply. Then press the foot back into your hand, scoop the tailbone forward and sweep open through the breath of the heart. Earth, sky, sky, and earth, and release. Come all the way down onto your belly. Clasp both hands behind your back. Press your feet down, keep your legs and hips down. Inhale, lift up, Shalabhasana. So lift your shoulders up. Feel free to use a strap between your hands. Bring your legs all the way together. Keep your feet down, hips down. Don't move the feet or the hips, and tip yourself to the right, taking your left shoulder and left ear back more. Inhale, so don't go over to the outer hip yet. That's a premonition though, I'll tell you. Inhale, come on up. Now keep your hips and legs where they're at and just tip the top half of the body. Take your right shoulder and your right ear back. That's it. Inhale up, try that once more so we imprint this one. Lower body stays steady, then tip the upper body over to the right, left shoulder, left ear back. Inhale, center. Tip over to the left, hips down. Right shoulder back, open your throat, inhale back to center. Now what you wanted to do, tip it all the way over. Excellent. Lift your left leg a couple inches, lift your chin, then stretch your left leg back more in a back bend. Bend the knee if you like and hook it in the hands and press the foot back against your hands, root the tailbone and open through the breath of the heart. You can keep the leg straight, you don't have to hook it. You got it. And release, perfect. And now over to the other side, tip yourself all the way over, get the left shoulder back so the earth is supporting you in your alignment, stabilizing the arm bone back. Stretch the right leg back and you can keep it straight and just open it more like a back bend. Bend the knee if you like and put the foot in the hands. Either way is gonna work. Then press back, root the tailbone and open up in a big pulsating breath of earth and sky right in the center of this temple of you, and release and right back to center. Bend both knees, hold the tops of both feet. Squeeze your legs together. Aren't you glad we're doing back bends? Right from the beginning. Spread your toes. Inhale, press the feet back, sweep open through the heart and rise up. Great. Come a little bit to the front of your belly and stretch the legs higher. Go a little bit to the back of your belly and lift up through the heart, and then find the pulse of the two and open up evenly through the lower and the upper body. Exhale, release, place your hands, inhale, downward facing dog. Great. Inhale your right leg up. Come onto your left fingertips with the elbow bent. Then stretch your left arm out. Stay in the form of down dog with your right leg lifted and your left arm stretching out. Yes, but the left fingertips are not touching the floor now. They levitate a little bit. Okay, and then release. Try the other side. Left leg up. Start there. Go onto your right fingertips. Start there. And then a third point is lift your hand off the ground and stretch long through that whole side of the body. And release, come back to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the knee in, take it up to your left shoulder, circle it wide to the right and up to the sky, and re-extend the leg. Exhale, draw it in, forward, wide, and high. 3 more times. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, lift it up. Twice more. So make these wide circular movements through your joint and the hip. And after this one, exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, draw the knee towards the heart. Open it wide to the side and re-extend the leg. Exhale, draw up towards the right arm, open wide and out to the side, and 3 more. Exhaling as you draw in and near. Inhale as you sweep it open and wide. Flow in the currents of your breath. And last one, all the way. Exhale, lower your left foot down. Sit back onto your heels, toes curled under, coming back to this form of Vajrasana. Give your arms a break, but the heart even getting brighter. Rest down through the pelvis and through the legs. Breathe into the back. Place one hand onto the low back and one hand over the heart. Breathe into the low back Then breathe into your heart. And breathe into both of them evenly. So into your low back, into your heart evenly. Take your arms by the sides of the body with the palms spinning up so the elbows will be bent. Keep that pulse of the breath through the low back and through the heart. Inhale, lift up through the sides of the chest and through your throat. Exhale, shoulders back, spin your palms open, turning the upper arms more out. Clasp your hands behind the back of your head. Keep the pelvis rooted, the low back filled with your breath, the heart vibrant. Then lay your head back into your hands and sweep into the heart more. Extend your arms. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Bring both hands to your front thigh. Keep your legs strong and powerful. And feel the earth element through the legs so that the sky element is very free. And your arms lift up with tremendous ease. So when your arms lift up, it doesn't burden the body and collapse the low back, but the power of your legs supports every part of your intention to be full of life. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Slide your right hand down the back leg, bringing your left hand over the heart. So you're gonna go right hand to the opposite leg. Left hand onto the heart. Lift your back thigh up into your hand, scoop the buttocks under, and turn your low belly towards the front leg. Then stretch out of the legs and bring your hand behind the back of your skull. So support it. Keep the back leg lifting up into your hand, scoop the buttocks under more, breathe into your low back, breathe into your heart, lay your head back, then stretch out of the legs and extend this arm fully. You can reach it right alongside your ear. Keep the power of your legs. Exhale, reach forward, hand to earth, and reach your right arm up to the sky. Lift the back leg up, open your throat. Extend the arm right alongside your ear, the right arm. Exhale, step back and touch the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up behind you. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Bring both hands up to your front thigh for more power. Pull the back foot and the front heel towards each other. Breathe into your low back and into your heart, and hands to Anjali Mudra. Your right leg is the back leg. We're going to use the opposite arm. Reach your left hand back to your right leg and put the hand over top of your thigh. Then bring the right hand over the heart. Lift your back leg up into your hand, and you'll feel that. Belly back, scoop the buttocks down, breathe into your low back. Then breathe into the heart again and slide your hand behind the base of your skull. So you hold and cradle this beautiful head. Lift the power up from the earth through the legs, scoop the buttocks, then lay your heart open to the sky and stretch fully, re-extending this right arm. Breathing deep. Beautiful. Bend your front knee, stretch long and free. Exhale, touch the floor, twist open to the left, reach your left arm straight up as you come into this twist. Great. Back thigh lifts, outer left hip roots back. Stretch your left arm right alongside your ear. As you exhale, reach through your back heel and through the little finger of this top arm evenly. Exhale, touch the earth, step back, downward facing dog. We're just breathing earth and sky and earth energies right into the temple, into the center of the temple, into the heart. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, draw the knee towards the left armpit. Turn your back foot out and ground the foot. Then stretch the leg out to your neighbor over on the left. Push down into the earth and lift your hips up. Breathe into your low back. Then start to turn open through the belly, open through the heart, and open up this left arm fully. So this is the the double wild thing squared. Through the power of the legs, through the low back, through the breath of the heart. Exhale, touch the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the knee towards the right shoulder. Ground the back foot, stretch this leg over to the right and put the foot on the ground on the little toe side. Root down through the hands and turn towards the earth first to breathe into the low back. Keep the power of your legs and the breath in the low back, then slowly emerge as the unfolding of the heart energy. So you got to keep the clear, grounded earth energy to open up the heart energy. Open through the throat, left shoulder back. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring it forward into pigeon. Come up onto your fingertips. Pull the back knee and front knee towards each other. Spin the pelvis forward and bend your back knee with the foot super flexed. Then reach back with both hands to hold the ankle with the foot really flexed. There you go. So if you do a twist and you get one hand back there, that's a really good day. Now hold onto the ankle, flex the foot a lot so you could balance something on the foot, and press the ankle back against your hands. Sweep the sides of the chest and the heart forward and open through the throat. Exhale, release, and switch to the other side. You can do a little magic jump switch, or however else you want to do it. I like it. I'm going to start wearing skirts to class more too. Pull in, breathe into the low back, bend your back knee, reach back with your left hand first and try just that much, and that might be it today. Then squeeze to the midline and pull the front and the back knee to each other as you reach your right hand back. I'm going to hold you. Good. Breathe the foot, the ankle back into the hand, sweep the heart forward, long through the breath. Exhale and release and step it back, downward facing dog. Right. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Shift your hips back into Ardha Hanuman, so a half Hanuman. Whenever we're talking about the heart, we have to invoke a little Hanuman here and there. He's said to be as bright as 10 million suns. Press down through your right heel. Anchor the muscle to the bone. Lengthen through your spine and fold forward. Great. Doing great. So this one, your back leg can be straight up and down. It'll make it easier. So if you want, you can scoot it in. Then spread all the toes. Spread all 10 of your toes, or however many you have. Spread all of them. And press down through your left heel and pull back so this leg knows it's safe to open. Okay. Inhale, come up, keep the form of the legs, and walk your left hand to the outside of your right shin. Push your forearm against the shin, take your right thumb to the outer right hip, draw the hip back, lengthen your spine, and then twist open like a parivrtta Ardha Hanuman. Now the more you work the outer shins in, the more the hamstrings will open, and that's a good thing because the back bends are going to make the hamstrings contract on the back of the leg, so we want them nice and free. Exhale, release. Bend your front knee, switch to the other side. Left foot forward, right knee down, shift your hips back, Ardha Hanuman, invoking the heart space, Hanuman making all those great leaps with Ram and Sita. Okay, now pull the heel down and back, lengthen out through the spine, draw your outer left hip back. Breathe deep. And whatever leaps of consciousness you make in your own life, whatever leaps of bravery or courage in a day, a leap of awareness, then may those leaps of consciousness really be in service of the power of love itself. And pour yourself forward, and you become the offering to every little thing that's happening in your life. That's it. You now walk your right hand to the outside of your left shin. Pull the forearm against the outer shin. Bring your left thumb to the outer left hip. Draw the outer left hip crease back. Keep using the forearm against the shin. Squeeze into the middle. Left shoulder back, then extend your left arm up. Long through your spine. Rhythmic in your breath. There you go. Lift your chin a little bit. How's that? Are you breathing? Exhale and release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Come all the way down onto your belly. Bring your left forearm out in front of you, bend your right knee into a thigh stretch, Ardha or bring your left hand to the outside of your chest and come up into cobra as you take the thigh stretch on your right. So when you first come up, you can lift the pelvis off the ground. If you're coming into the second version, lift the pelvis up, bring the heel in, open through the throat, breathe through the heart, and then slowly rest your pelvis towards the earth as you activate your tailbone more and more. You want to activate through the root of the pelvic floor, through the sacrum, and then that rhythm of the sacrum relates all the way up into the crown, into the base of the skull. Exhale, release, and switch to the other side. Bring your back knee down. Press the left knee down and pull it forward so the thigh bone moves back. Breathe your belly back, scoop the buttocks way under, then bring the heel in, and you make a little party through the whole thigh area. So right here at the bottom of your thigh, right above the knee, press that part down into the floor and pull it forward so it activates the top of the thigh. Scoop the buttocks down against it, then bring the heel in closer, and I promise this area will never be the same if you can get both of those happening simultaneously. And breathe through the heart. Exhale, release. Bend both knees. Hold both ankles, flexing your feet. Squeeze the legs towards the middle as you spread the toes and activate all four corners. Inhale, lift up, Dhanurasana. Rise up through the heart, rock yourself back, and try to ground your thigh bones, the form of them, down on the floor so the chest gets very, very upright. That's it. Stay here with the breath. Okay, now stay upright in the chest and release the right leg and the right hand back. Then exhale, lower the chest down, bend the knee, inhale back up, rock it back. Squeeze into the center. You have to have a little bit of sunlight through the eyes, and then release. Left leg, left arm, heart open. Exhale, lower down. One more symmetrical one. Look, I'm doing it with you so you don't feel so bad about this, okay? Inhale, come on up. And exhale, release. Prema Bhumikasana to the earth. Rest your forehead to the back of your hands. Breathe all the way down into the earth. So start by breathing down into her. And this body temple is so connected to the body of the earth. And we are one. Breathe down into her. Feel her strength emerging, holding, wrapping. So alive, that green vitality. And as you feel that support, breathe into your low back more. And feel all that spaciousness through the back of the body. And you give the earth some love, prema, and she loves you back. And she loves you anyway. Then slowly shimmy forward into a sphinx or a cobra, so you can stay really low and close, and breathe back. Everyone come into the form of the sphinx. Curl your toes under for more ease. Keep the tops of the feet on the floor for a little extra. And then look towards the heart. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the thighs, and breathe into the low belly, into the back. And lift the belly up now. Forgot to say that part. So actually lift the legs and lift your belly up. Okay, now very, very slowly lower down as if you're trying to resist lowering down by keeping the belly lifted and back. And as you make your way down, keep the fullness through the back and through the low belly into the low back as you unfurl the heart open into a sphinx, so lifting the throat. And then softening at the base of the heart. Exhale, look down into the heart. Press your feet, breathe into the back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your legs down, pelvis down. Inhale and unfurl. And stay here for a couple breaths. And look into the heart. Exhale, curling in. Press the feet. Inhale, rise up. Last one. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, unfurl. Exhale, lower. Place your hands. Come to cobra or upward facing dog, either one. Or you can go cobra dog, which is somewhere in between the two. Breathe into the back of the belly. Inhale, lift up and back, all the way back. To down dog, sorry. You're not reading my minds yet? Stretch long through the breath of your heart. Inhale, right leg forward between your hands. Shift your hips back. Pull in, stay here at Ardha Hanuman, or start to extend back and forward to full Hanuman. You can be up on blocks. On each hand, if you're using the blocks, have the same amount of height under each hand. You know, don't push into anything. Simply draw in, turn your belly forward, breathe into the low back and scoop the buttocks down, and then from the power of the breath, allow yourself to open and expand. I like the shimmy from side to side. This is very helpful. So you can do a very sort of shy shimmy, just a little bit, or you can go really big and sort of get over there on the inside and get the inner thighs back more and come back, turn the belly, scoop the buttocks more and extend, and then go back to a little shimmy. So both ways, wherever you are in the pose, fold forward, breathe deep. Looking good, looking good. This is for a beautiful feeling in your legs as you're doing back bends. Press right here. Come on up and switch to the other side. How y'all doing back here? Okay. Need a different one. Bring your left leg forward. Ardha Hanuman, so Ardha means half. Hanuman is one of the forms where the legs open in these traditional splits. You don't have to go all the way. You can stay more upright. Activate both feet. Pull the front heel down. Pull the back knee forward. Turn the belly more straight to the front. Then breathe into your low back and scoop the buttocks under. From the power of your breath, Start to expand and extend yourself out. Feel free to fold forward or to shimmy a little bit side to side, so you can shimmy back and forth. And it just gives a sort of a graceful effect of opening the hips. Shimmying pretty much looks good on everyone, so it'll work out. Okay, let's turn this back leg way in. That's it. Really good. And then after the shimmy factor, feel free to fold forward for a little bit more of an aerodynamic flow. And you're just gonna go speeding right into the heart of love itself as you fold forward. That looks good. And come on up out of it and step it back to down dog. Now the legs pretty much should be ready for just about anything. So we'll see what can happen here. Come down onto your knees, lift your hips up, curl your toes under. We're gonna look at a few different forms. So we're gonna go from multiple forms, symmetrical, asymmetrical back bends, which is one of my favorite things to do. Ground down through your legs and bring your hands to your hips. Take the one hand to the low back and the one over the heart. Breathe into your low back. Soften the ribs down and slightly in and back. And as you have all this breath down into the earth, fullness in your low back, softness in the ribs, then emerge up through the heart space itself. Lift the chin a little bit. Take the arms by the sides of the body again, palms spinning up. Shoulders back, upper arms turning out, and breathe right here. Some of you can stay right here or bring your hands to support the low back with the fingers wrapped around the hips and the thumbs towards the sacrum. Then press down through the hip bones and use your thumbs to lift up through the sacrum. As you scoop the tailbone down, open the throat, shoulders back, and curl a little bit. Feel free to be right here or go a little more, taking one hand, the second hand to the heel. Now, if you're holding your heels, use your hand power and push down on your heels. And as you push down on your heels, root your tailbone more and bring the pelvis forward as you open up the breath of the heart. Stay strong and steady through your legs. Root down, head back, heart open. Inhale and come all the way up. Sit back onto your heels. If possible, toes curled under. If not, up on a block or even feet, tops of the feet on the floor. You can do the toes curled under where you bring the feet all the way together as well. That's just one more possibility. Then close your eyes and breathe the earth to your heart to the sky to your heart, and your heart to the earth. Let yourself really rest in between. And open your eyes, step your right foot forward. Curl your back toes under. This is a form of Ustrasana with one arm, one leg. So we did the standing pose where we twisted opposite arm to foot. Same thing here. You'll have more stability through your legs. Pull in, then reach your right hand to your left heel. Bring your left hand over your heart. Push your right hand down into your heel. Take your shoulders back. Open your throat. For more support on the neck, hold the back of your head with both hands, with your left hand, and lay your head back. To go a little deeper, stretch out through the legs and reach your left arm right alongside your ear. So you stretch the whole arm from the elbow to the fingers. Bring your hand, the sky to the heart, then root to the earth, and inhale, come on up. Switch to the other side. Left leg forward, right leg back, curl your toes under. First, gather your power. So the earth, that's Hreem. It's one of her seed bija sounds is Hreem. That grounded, coalesced power of the earth energy, it's in you, it is you. Then feel that strength, twist a little bit to the left, reach your left hand back to your right heel, bring your right hand over the heart. So from the power of the earth, you breathe into the heart. And from the power of your connected heart, press into the earth more, open your throat, bring your hand behind the back of your head. Cradle your head as you open towards the sky. And if you like, stretch this arm right alongside your ear. You stay right there. And I got you. Then root from the sky down into the earth and inhale, come all the way up out of the pose, staying clear in the low back from the power of your legs. Exhale and step back into down dog. Really good. Inhale, right knee forward back into pigeon. So right knee forward back into pigeon. Bend your knee and flex your foot. Now pull, so right above the knee, press that part down and forward. Take your belly way back and come to the sides of the body with the palms open, elbows bent. Try to keep the back leg, the shin, more vertical if possible. Pull the knees towards each other. Breathe into your low back. Scoop the tailbone. Bring your hands behind your head and curl actively back. Got to have strong power in your legs. Lift up through your throat. Exhale, release, and switch to the other side. Left knee forward, right leg back. Curl your back toes under to start with, knee on the ground, fingertips on the floor. Feel the power of the earth, Hreem. It's pulsating, her breath is your breath. And pull the legs towards each other. Breathe your low belly back, breathe into the space of the heart. Bend your back knee, flex the foot, charge the back shin so it's more vertical, and rise up out of the power of the earth. Palms opening, elbows bent, throat open. That's it. So what you can do if the back knee doesn't want to bend, it's fine. Keep the knee on the ground and then pull in and see if you can do this much, but you got to get power in your hips and legs. Then hands behind the back of the head, that's it. So you power in your legs to open through the breath of the heart, curl back, and release. Downward facing dog. Okay. Excellent. Lower down to your knees once more, Ustrasana. For this one, keep the toes curled under for more ease. If you want more stability, take a block or a blanket and squeeze it. So if you need to get that power to the midline, put it there. Or take the tops of the feet on the floor. Okay, now squeeze into the middle. And at first, just get the power to the midline, the power through your feet to the earth, and squeeze your hands by the sides of the body. Then lean back a little bit and back up. And squeeze in and lean back a little bit and up. So you're not going into any form of a back bend yet. You just keep the body more straight and you're feeling the power of your legs. And lean back once more and then push through your legs and come back up. Okay, and now that's midline and power to the earth. Next one, hands to the hips. Keep the power hugging in and down, then curl open more through the shoulders and the heart. And reach back, one hand, second hand, Ustrasana. Breathe deep into the space of the heart. The first part of the form, your pelvis will go back, and you want the thighs to hug and to go back. As the form starts to open up, shift your pelvis forward so the pelvic bones are more over your knees, and then curl deeper up into the heart. Keep your head back, the heart open, root down, inhale, and come all the way up. And release into Vajrasana. So I show you. So the first form, it doesn't matter if the toes are curled under or the feet are flat. When you first start to do it, see the hips will be back. Now we want the thigh bones to go back because that keeps the back safe. So the thighs have to go back with the tailbone action. This is the first form. Can you keep the thighs moving back in action and yet take the form of the pelvis more forward and up, and then it frees the heart? Can you see the difference? And then you keep your head back, heart open, push down to come up. Let's try one more so we can see this and feel this form more. Hands to hips, strength and power in your legs. Use a block to give you more power around your hips and your sacrum. And it just stabilizes you, and that's hrim of the earth. Root into the earth. Feel her breath rise into your heart, and the breath of the sky enter your heart too. Then inhale, sweep open through the heart as you ground through the legs and come back into the form once more. One hand, second hand. Feel the tendency, how at first when you reach back, the pelvis will go back. That's fine. Keep the power in your legs, then sweep the pelvis forward and root down through the legs. Big, beautiful breath through the space of the heart. That's gorgeous. Root down, head back, heart open. Inhale all the way up. Beautiful. And exhale, release. Come and lay down onto your back. This will feel really good right now. Okay, so that was our warm-up for the back bends. Just rest. Bring one hand to your belly, one over the heart. Your legs can be straight out or bent, whichever feels better to you right now. Breathe into the entirety of you, into the whole back of you, the sides of you, the front of you, the bottom of your feet, the crown of your head, everything within you, and all that space inside of you. How this solid form of us, in truth, is mostly space. Just breathe into the space between the spaces. Feel the root of your tongue very soft and relaxed. And a warm, glowing breath. Not warm in the sense of hot and overheated, but warm in the sense of vitality, the breath of life kind of warmth, into your low back, through the kidneys, through the adrenals. So that as we move through this next part of the back bends, your inner body is not overactivated, but it comes to life more. The back bends aren't a burden. They are something beautiful to unleash the flow of life in us. Bend both knees. Bring your arms by the sides of the body, elbows bent, fingers up. Ground down through your feet evenly on the inner and outer edges. Breathe your ribs back, belly back, sides of the waist back, and into the vitality of the kidneys and adrenals. Inner thighs rest down and the outer hips have a slight lift up. Then inhale, lift up through the pelvis, press the shoulders back, come into bridge pose. Lift through the sides of the chest, keep your chin more upright, press the shoulders back and sweep the shoulder blades up underneath the back of your heart. If you like, clasp your hands underneath your body and stretch the arms out as you curl the shoulder blades up. For optimal benefit in a back bend, especially in the form like this, pull your heels back against the floor and stretch your leg bones out at the same time. So your heels pull back towards your head, but your thigh bones stretch out towards your knees, and they do that at the exact same time, and it starts to open up your low back. Can you feel that? Release your hands and come and rest down onto your back. Keep your legs like this. And here's a beautiful little activation of the cranial sacral rhythm that I learned from Saul. Just stay on your back, keep your knees bent and the feet on the floor, and then rock a little bit up and down. So you shift towards the heels and then up towards the head, and you're rocking up and down along the spine. So up and down, heels to head, head to heels. And it's a nice way to help the rhythm from your sacrum all the way up to the cranium. Okay, and then release, soften your eyes, and feel the effects of that. We're going back up into bridge pose. Press your arms back, breathe into the kidneys. The flow of the inner thighs moves down like water to the earth. The outer hips flow up. Then inhale, lift up. Take your hands this time in support underneath your low back. Thumbs to the sacrum, fingers wrapped around the pelvic bones. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Squeeze it to the middle. Exhale, stretch it out in front of you, towards the front of the room, the front of your mat. And you can lower it all the way down, heel to the earth with the legs straight. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower down. You can go part way or all the way straight out until the heel touches the earth. Inhale, earth to sky. Exhale, sky to earth. Twice more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, up. And bend the knee, foot down. Inhale, left knee in and up, stretch the leg straight. Exhale, reach your left leg down the center line to the earth. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reach down the center line to the earth. Inhale, back up. Slow and steady, exhale to the earth. Keep the hips high. Last one, inhale up, bend the knee, left foot down, and lower down. Circle your wrist out as you lower the hips down. And circle the wrist in the other way too. And rest once more. Hands alongside your ears, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Place your hands. Ground the inner edges of the feet, and from the presence of the inner feet to the earth, the inner thighs follow, and they flow down to the earth. Inhale, lift your hips up, come to the top of your head for Urdhva. Draw the arms back so you honor the temple of the heart by going in and near, then sweep open through the shoulder blades and lift the hips up. If you feel stuck, you can take your hands wider and turn your hands out. So you take your hands wider and turn your hands out. Those look good. Now do that same trick as before. Pull your heels down and back and stretch out through your leg bones at the exact same time. Lift your heels up and walk your feet in. So come closer with your heels lifted. Lift your heels up to walk in, and it frees up the front of the pelvis. Then rock open through the center of your chest, coming more and more vertical through the heart space. Walk your feet back out. Make some space. Beautiful poses. Come all the way out, lower down, and rest all the way in. That's it. Enjoy. Enjoy the earth. Breathe into your low back, into the kidneys, and that whole vital field of prana, pulsing, breathing. through every part of you. The heart of the earth, the heart of the sky, the heart of you. Okay. We're going to do one more of these. Anyone who needs to go to the wall and you want to make you can either take blocks to the wall or take your blanket and roll it up nice and tight. Please feel free to go to the wall and get some extra support underneath your wrist so that your shoulders can open more. So anyone who feels stuck in the pose, just take your mat to the wall with a nice blanket roll or 2 blocks. Okay, then anyone else who's staying in the middle, number 2, place your hands. You can go to the wall. We'll take you, just bring your mat to the wall right here. Yeah, bring your mat over here. Okay, so now lift back up. Walk your feet into a comfortable distance and reach your right hand to the front of your right thigh. Pull your hand back onto your own thigh. So you got to lift the left arm so you come all the way up with the left arm straight. Let me help you up here. Okay. All right, now take your right hand and pull back on the right thigh to sweep open through the chest. Great. Okay, that's perfect. Now lay on your back. Release the right hand down and go to the second side. Take your left arm up, pull back. Now put your hands up on these blocks. Pull back on the thighs, sweep open through the heart, and then release that hand down, lift your hips up, and come down and rest. Perfect. Now lift your heels up. That's it. See, look at that. There's your pose. Now keep your heels lifted, arms straight, and pump your chest with your breath towards the wall. There you go. One more. One more. Arms straight. Good, good, good. And walk it out. Bend your elbows. Come on down. Tuck your chin. Look up at me. Awesome. That's a nice back bend. Breathe it all the way in. Stretch your legs out. Now that really opens up the power of the legs and the breath of the heart. Stretch out through your legs. Take your right leg up. Hold the back of your right leg. We'll do a very basic hamstring opener so that the back bends call to attention every single part of the back of your body. And your hamstrings have to contract for the back bend to happen. Root your left thigh down, your right thigh back into your hands so that the legs feel really clear in the hamstrings and in the thighs. And we need that sweet balance for the deeper back bends. Release all the way out and let go. Bring your right foot. Okay, left leg up. So just a basic rootedness through the femurs, the right thigh down, your left thigh back into your hands. So the back of your legs get super clear, rooting the thigh bone into the window of the hamstring. Your thigh bones move away from your belly, and that makes space for your hip flexors to also feel more clear. And then that's a nice setup for anything to come after this. And release all the way out. Great. Okay. Roll to your side and make your way into a down dog. We've arrived at a few possibilities for Kapotasana. So this is the big king pigeon. We're going to look to, Danny, come down onto your knees. Danny, will you come up here and we'll show one form. So we're going to take a asymmetrical form of the pigeon and then come into the kapota. Let's go whichever leg you like forward for a pigeon pose. We're going to come back to this form where you pull the front knee and back knee in towards each other, bend the back knee, and flex the foot. Danny pulls front knee and back knee in towards each other, breathes into the back, so fill all this up and scoop the buttocks way down as you lift the low belly up. Bring your hands behind the back of your head into a prayer, so full prayer. Now he's gonna push with everything he's got, like there's a big Ganesha elephant right down on his back foot, and then lift up through the vibrancy of his heart and press the head back and start to reach the hands back towards his own foot. It doesn't matter if you actually touch it, but he's going to because He's Danny. And then you have the foot. Now, once you have the foot, it's like this is all being pushed down, and you with your hands try to pull the foot up over the back of your head as you push the shin bone down and sweep open through the heart. And it's an absolutely gorgeous form. And release and come all the way out. Really nice. Lay all the way down onto your belly. Now, if that seems slightly daunting to you in any sort of way, you're going to take this form. Bend both knees. You're going to do a Makarasana. Come high onto your fingertips and go wide. Have your shin bone straight up and down, full Ganesha power down through your legs. Thigh bones up, tailbone down. Inhale, curl through the heart, and you just wait with your breath. At first, the pelvis will lift up, and the sides of the chest are super open, and it's very sweet. And you lift the back of your skull up a little more. The shoulders go back, and just breathe through the back of the low back and the back of the neck, and then sweep open even more. And you can take this form right here. It's super powerful, similar, and release. Excellent. Okay, so either form is going to be great. Those who want to take, thank you so much. Those who want to take the pigeon form, bring your right knee forward. Those who want to do this crocodile form, lay on your belly. Perfect. Just balance it out. Okay, so if you have the right knee forward, bend your left knee, and you see how active the foot has to stay. Curl the toes back. If you're on your belly, come on your belly and bend both knees up and flex your feet. Now in the asymmetrical form, pull front knee and back knee in towards each other. Inhale, lift up. Get all that power through your legs into your low back and bring your hands to prayer behind the base of the skull. Press down through the back shin, full vibrant heart power, and then curl back and start to reach the fingertips towards the foot. That's right, this is a good pose. Big breath of the heart here, curl your toes up against me, and release. Those who are in the crocodile form, come on out and release and just rest to the earth. Then pigeon, switch to the other side. That's it. It doesn't really matter if you touch the foot. What you're learning to do is get a power into your legs so that it frees up the wave of opening the full extension through your spine, from sacrum to cranium and back down. Bend your right knee for the second side. Flex the foot. If you're on your belly, you can do a second round. Bring your hands behind the head. Pull the front and back knee towards each other. Charge the leg power. Lift up through the throat. Lay your head back. Press your head back. Root your tailbone and curl back and back and back. That's a good form. Another deep breath here. Clear and spacious. Excellent poses. Release it all the way. Step it back. That's good. Downward facing dog. Okay. Now we are ready for this next form. We're coming into Supta Virasana. So you come down onto your knees with your thighs parallel, feet charged. Slide back between your heels. Spin your toes out. So you have a nice, powerful, clear line between the second toe, the middle of the heel, and the vector of the shin bone. Some friends are going to stay right here, and you may have to, will you just throw me your block there? Here she goes. Okay, so some friends need to come up and sit up on a block and just have a really nice, enjoyable pranayama experience right here. Other friends, come lay down onto your back. Press your elbows, and with your hands on your heels, pull back on your heels, and then lay back. Keep your inner thighs down, pull your heels back, lift your hips a little bit to scoop the buttocks way under so the tailbone goes towards your knees. And then open your throat and stretch the arms over and breathe deep through the whole central channel of you. And if you're upright, you want the thighs to feel relaxed, so you might have to sit on height until the thighs actually feel settled. So whichever one, you can stay in that reclining position just like that and breathe in your heart. That's good. Very good. If you're going somewhere in between the two, You just go back a little bit, bend your elbows like we did at the beginning, and open up through the heart. And it's called the reclining elevated hero. Now, those of you all the way down, bend your elbows and bring your hands alongside your ears. Lift up like Urdhva Dhanurasana, but from this position. So you lift your hips up, arm bones into the back of the body, shoulder blades supporting the heart, and inhale, lift up, stretching the arms more and more straight. Take a big, powerful breath here and start walking your hands in a little closer. Lower your head back down. Walk your hands in a little more, curl deeper and deeper into the upper back, root the tailbone, breathe the shoulder blades into the heart, inhale and stretch up again. And each time, you're coming a little closer to your feet. And maybe your hands go to your feet, and maybe they don't, and it doesn't matter. You're fully present in the power of your legs and in the flow of your heart. That's it, and let's pull this side back. Now, if you have your feet, you can bend your elbows, still holding your feet, and lower the head towards the feet, and that's called Kapotasana. Then walk it back out, come down and rest, press your elbows down, push down, inhale, and curl all the way up. Excellent. Great. Here's your last pose. Come up. We'll have lots of sweet variations. First one is hands to the earth. Inhale the earth to your heart. Spin the palms up. Exhale your heart to the sky. And then inhale the sky to your heart. Pause. And exhale your heart to the earth. Twice more. Inhale earth to your heart. And exhale your heart to the sky. Inhale the sky to your heart. And exhale your heart to the earth. And release. Last pose, one beautiful opening of the heart as Ustrasana, where we started, or ground the feet, bend the elbows, and you gotta go strong back through your thighs, full breath in the kidneys, full vital field of the heart. And one of the ways I like to do it is to press the elbows back as if there's resistance here as I open. And you can go a little way, or you can go towards full Kapotasana. So you have to keep the power through the legs, and you gotta take a lot of time here, washing yourself with your breath. And let yourself really drink it in. Whatever form you want to go to, it might just be seated more upright and feeling of vitality, of love, moving through your whole body. And if you go back a little more, that's fine. If you stay up a little more, beautiful too. That's right. Excellent. There we go, that's it. Then as you feel you've come to your completion, gorgeous, you come all the way exactly. You come up and very slowly step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. A slow, beautiful migration with the hands and the feet as your base to the earth. Feeling this return to Mother Nature on all fours. Then come down to your knees to all fours and make beautiful circling motions through your hips and through your spine. They can be very small and subtle, or you can go cover the range and lean into one arm and back into another hip and move all the way around. So you'll know from inside you. And then go the other direction too. So you're lighting up the temple from within you. And come and sit back on your heels, stretch your legs out. Right leg forward, left leg back, Janu Shirshasana. Ground the heel, press the little toe down into the floor on your left leg. Thighs root. If your low back is rounded, please sit up on a blanket. Have the underside of your legs wide and free all the way up into the pelvis. Then exhale and fold between the legs. So you're just going to go between so it's real ease-filled. And breathe through the earth and through the whole back of your spine from the sacrum to the crown of the head. And now the spine is moving and turning inward in the way of flexion. Stay grounded down through your legs. Inhale, come up. Slide your left hand back, ground your right heel down. Inhale, sweep open. Through the heart, press down through the right leg, even through the top of the foot if you can. And exhale, lower the hips. Now twist the low belly over the right leg, left hand to the foot, right hand outside, and fold forward. Give yourself space and permission to really rest, to rest in your life, to rest in the pose, between the poses. There's a beautiful word in Sanskrit that means to rest deeply, to rest your awareness within the pose, to repose within the pose. And it's called Vishranti, even the name itself, Vishranti. The repose, the rest within the pose. And inhale, come up and slow and like moving through a matrix of molasses, left leg forward, right leg back. Organize the legs where the left heel is powerful, the toes are active, femurs grounded, then exhale, fold to the inside between the legs. So first go between the legs for deeper ease and more grounded feeling. Stay grounded as you inhale, come up, and we move from the earth and we'll open our heart to the sky. Stretch your right hand behind you, sweep the left arm over. Inhale, lift your hips up and come up into the sky of the heart. Exhale, lower the hips back down, swing the arm to the outside of the hip, reach your right arm forward. Twist from underneath your belly. Exhale, lengthen, breathe. In a deep rest, a repose within the pose. Vishranti. This turning in and this resting within is one of the most essential ways to light up the temple. To really go and rest in our lives, in our relationships, in the embrace of our loved ones, and to rest with deep presence, even with nature, to rest in nature with deep presence, sitting by the water, bathing in the moonlight, sitting with the trees. And inhale, come on up. Please come lie down onto your back. Stretch your legs out. Let's bend the knees. Actually, put your feet on the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. So we open up through the lateral rotators. Eye of the needle, thread your right arm through, left arm around. Hold the back of your left hamstring with both hands. The vitality of the earth shining through the bottom of your feet. Press your left thigh back into your hands. As you press the left thigh back, you can draw the knee in closer. If you like, stretch your left leg straight. That's fine too. And keep the thigh moving back. Sometimes in the back bends, the outer hip muscles, these lateral rotator muscles, they can over-tighten because they tend to work extra hard. So we learn how to use the inner thighs and the breath in the back of the body, and we keep space here. And release, switch to the second side. Cross your left ankle over the right. Thread the left arm through, right arm around. Hold the back of your right leg with both hands. Ground the femur into your hands. Draw the legs in closer. Keep the vitality of the earth shining through the bottoms of the feet. Stretch your legs straight if you like, up to the sky. Or stay right here. And release. Give yourself a full, even embrace. Hug in. You can rock a little bit side to side. And as you feel ready, come rest into Shavasana. Here's one translation of the Gayatri as a prayer to the giver of the light and life. May we be bright like the sun. May our intellect be inspired and shine with light. And may we be guided in the right direction. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat savitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodayat Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings shine like the sun. May all beings know that they are the living temple of love itself. And resting all the way in. Resting in that most exquisite flow of your own being. Reposing within yourself. The self in the self. Know that any movement that arises is emanating like rays from the center of the sun, emanating the source of your own heart energy. Feel the breath of your heart pulsing with earth and sky and earth. And allow the breath of the heart to guide you in the opening of any movement that now arises in your body. And stillness is calling to you right now. Allow your body to begin the smallest form of movement with this presence of stillness entirely there. And then the movements reaching to your fingers and your toes, and your wrists and your ankles. A little bit larger movement, and yet so still and at ease, and like a deep resting wave of your body. And stretching through the arms and the legs. Gently roll to the side. Come up to seated. Anjali Mudra. We can chant together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Namaste.